Frisco to be what it's today, what it is today?
We knew it was a growing community, but no one, I think, really ever imagined where we are today. And back then, it was a very close-knit community. A lot of the original farmers were here, and many of the people that lived here were related. So you couldn't really talk about anybody because they were cousins, or so it was a very, very small community that knew each other.
Okay. And when did you become the mayor of Frisco?
So I was first elected in 2008 as mayor, and re-elected in 2011 and 2014.
Okay.
I actually was elected to city council in 2000.
Okay.
And when I was first elected to city council, the city was approximately 32,000 people.
Okay.
Today it's 142,000. So it's grown a little bit since then.
Why do you think people voted you time and time again as the mayor?
You know, we'll have to ask them that question, but you know, I've been very blessed and fortunate to serve one of the most dynamic cities in the country. It is really exciting here. Every day brings something new. The growth is tremendous. In the last census, the Frisco was the fastest growing city in the U.S.
Right.
So from the 2000 to 2010 census. You know, I didn't mean to be elected mayor. I didn't mean to get into government. It was, I got involved with my HOA and then started volunteering. And the more I did, the more people asked me to do. And then one day they asked me, you should run for council. And I said, well, what's that? And they said, well, don't worry, we're going to help you. And from there, it just kept growing and growing. And what a ride it's been. It's been so exciting. You know, every morning I wake up and pinch myself. Being the mayor of this city, it's amazing.
Okay. As you just explained, Frisco is one of the fastest growing city in the whole country. What do you think separates it from the rest of the North Texas cities, so like Plano's, Richardson's, or other kind of booming cities?
Well, I think all the cities in North Texas are successful, and we're very proud to have you know, partnerships with them. But I would say the strength of Frisco, number one, is the residents. They all volunteer, they all put in time and effort, and are part of our growth. And even more so, the partnerships with the other entities, like the school district. We do many things together. That's not really normal in other cities. Some cities don't even really talk to their school districts. Here we work hand in hand, so, and you could see the result. When you look at us as the fastest growing city in the country, that doesn't really tell the story. There's always a fastest growing city in the country. But the youth, a third of our population is below the age of 17. 10% of our population is below the age of 5. And so families are moving here in huge numbers because of the partnership between the city and the school district. So education is highly valued here. Approximately 60% of those 25 years old and older have 4-year degrees. And so education is very important to them. And you can see that this year alone. A few weeks ago, we opened 5 more schools. Yeah. For the next 3 years, I believe a new high school will open every year. And so the type of growth has never really been seen before.
What do you know about Korean Americans in Frisco? Like the number of Korean Americans, or their maybe involvement in the city? Is there anything you can tell us about?
Well, sure. Well, first, Frisco as a whole is a very diverse community. If you go look at the new homes being purchased, and we permitted over 2,200 new homes last year. A large percentage of them are from all over the country and world. And so I would say every sector is involved. We try not to focus too much on sectors. We try to be all-inclusive, everybody to be involved. So the Korean community is very engaged in North Texas, not just Frisco. We've been to the galas, we've been involved in the organizations, we've been invited to speak, and we truly enjoy that. But it's not just the Korean Americans, it's a very diverse community from all the areas.
Okay. We want to make this city a place to work and live.
Yeah.
That sort of vision.
Sure.
What do you have for the Frisco?
Sure.
Do you have any like master plan?
Sure. So that's a very large question that has many moving parts, but many of the things you just said. So Frisco is continuing its rapid growth. We are putting, like I said, over 2,000 new homes on the ground every year. We're opening on average 3 schools a year. And with that immense growth, if you didn't have a plan, it would be a disaster. we have a good plan. One of our strengths is our master plan. We call it the comprehensive plan. And beneath it are a bunch of baby plans, you know, technology and hike and bike and parks and library. And so they all flow together. We know, for example, that we'll build out to approximately 350,000 people. We'll build there quickly. And one of the strengths we have is corporate relocations. Frisco has one of the lowest, if not lowest, unemployment rates of any North Texas city. North Texas cities as a whole have a lower unemployment rate than the state of Texas. And Texas as a whole has a lower unemployment rate than the entire country. So this is a place to be for jobs. Our Economic Development Corporation is doing all it can to build office buildings. We just had one new 200 square foot building open, and we have 2 or 3 more on the drawing board. So jobs are one of our strengths. We have a very strong job market and getting stronger. We're trying to keep up by giving them space. So you're exactly right. We want Frisco to be a place to live, work, and play. And we also focused on one thing that many other cities have not focused on. Men's Journal named Frisco a few years ago as the #1 place to raise an athlete in the country.
Oh, really?
So we have the presence of every major professional sports team here in Frisco. The Dallas Cowboys headquarters is now under construction with their practice facility. It's a very large development that is getting worldwide attention. We're home for the Dallas Stars professional hockey team and their corporate headquarters. We're home for the Frisco Rough Riders AA Rangers affiliate baseball team, minor league team. We're home for FC Dallas professional soccer team and some of the largest and best tournament fields in the country. There's 17 tournament fields. We're also home for the Texas Legends, the Mavericks Development League, professional basketball. We're also home for places like WOGA, World Olympic Gymnastics, arguably one of the best gymnastics centers in the world. Nastia Lukin, Carly Patterson, gold medalist, trained here with them, and they're here in Frisco. So we're a hotbed for sports. We host the NCAA Division I football championship every year. In fact, this week I'm going to Fargo, North Dakota, and I'm flipping the coin for their home opening football game for the university. So we're into tourism. We have a lot of tourism. There's 3 to 5 hotels on the drawing board, additional hotels today, and we're getting stronger in that area. So we're having a lot of fun with it, and we're becoming an international city. In Texas, government's limited. The successes you see in Frisco are strictly due to the volunteers and our community involved. So I would encourage all of you to not only come to Frisco, but if you're here, get involved. We have so many ways you can be involved. We have so many opportunities. Pick up that phone and call me or email me, and I'm happy to help you get there. But the success of Frisco today is based on our international diversity and those really that love the city that put in time to help us get there.